Hey guys, what's going on? I wanted to bring another quick video on some new skis that I got, the Headcore 93s. I got them in 180 centimeters. Um, the skis are 133 centimeters up front, um, underfoot 93 millimeters, and in the tails 115 millimeters. So before I had these skis, I would rent every year. I had a pair of race skis, the Vocal MT5s. Um, those work fine. Um, but I wanted to get something that was a little more versatile. Something I could take in the glades if I wanted to. An all-mountain ski that I could use anywhere. And I do live on the East Coast, so I didn't want to go too wide, being that we don't get much snow over here. So that's why I settled for the 93s. I did get to use them a couple days ago, and I just wanted to share my thoughts about them, how they performed, and whatnot. So I rode them for the first time. First, let's talk about looks. These things are really nice. I love that neon yellow on the side. I like the top sheet is kind of plain, but I also like the graphic in the back that says Core 93. That's a nice touch with that darker green, rather than having it that bright yellow. Kind of adds some contrast. Um, the base layer is simple. It says head, um, black on the top, and then you have that bright yellow on the bottom. That's nice as well. It's a nice complement to the top of the skis. So yeah, let's talk about the transition from the old skis I had to these skis. Um, Honestly, these skis were not that hard to get used to. The first couple runs, just taking it easy. I went on some blues, just getting used to the feel and stuff, but it wasn't like they were much wider than what I had, but it wasn't anything crazy. So for me, the transition went really well. I was back to my old level within a couple runs. By the end of the day, I felt very comfortable on them. What else? So I didn't have a chance to take them off into the glades because there was no snow that they got, so that kind of stunk. But I did some jumps, and I did for the most part I was just on Peace Day, and they worked really well. They were almost like race skis where I could make nice sharp turns, very clean turns. Um, I always felt in control of them. They're very light, so they're very snappy from right to left. That I really liked. And yeah, overall they performed well. Now, so those were my pros. Let's talk about the only con I have for the ski. Is that the top sheet got pretty scratched up and messed up from riding. I'll put some pictures in just so you guys get an idea, but there's a part where it got completely shaved off, and the the tails of the skis are just scratched pretty bad for only using them one time. So uh, this is kind of I would say, a design fault by Head, because in the back of the ski, I'll pull up a picture, but they're metal on the base towards that last like inch of the ski. They're metal, so if you put them down on the concrete at all, it kind of roughens the surface of that metal. So then when you take them out to ski and say you're going across flat land and you're trying to get from one trail to the other, and you have to make your way over there on flat land, if your skis crisscross and go on top of one another, it'll scratch, because when you have them on the concrete, um, it makes it rough and it just scratched the whole top sheet. So what I did is I noticed this after a couple runs, so I was like, alright, let me not put it on the concrete anymore. So I just held them up. And then I try to be very careful when I was on flat land, just not crisscrossing them. And then it wasn't that hard of a fix though, because when I got home, I just took some sandpaper and sanded it down, and they're nice and smooth now, so it shouldn't be a problem anymore. But yeah, so that's how I felt about the Headcore 93s. They worked really well for me. Performance, no issue. The only problem, like I said, the top sheet seems to be pretty fragile. I wish Head did a little bit of a better job with that, but for now, I'm going to give them a 8 out of 10. And as I use them, I'll let you guys know how they hold up throughout the season. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, and peace.